Hi, I'm Devika Nandwana, and I'm excited to share the findings of our recent study being presented at the American Urologic Association annual meeting. Our research looks into an important but often overlooked question. Could plastic pollution be contributing to bladder cancer? We've known for a long time that exposure to chemicals like arsenic and certain dyes increase risk of developing bladder cancer. But something we haven't yet explored is the role of plastics waste. Ohio, a national hub for plastic recycling and manufacturing, has seen a rise in bladder cancer cases in recent years. That led us to ask, could the waste products from plastics processing be contributing to this increase? We used two major data sources: the Ohio Cancer Incidence Surveillance System, which tracks cancer diagnoses, and the Risk Screening Environmental Indicators, or RSEI, created by the EPA. RSEI uses industry reported waste release data to model where industrial chemicals, such as those used in plastics processing, end up and accumulate. We used geostatistics to see if bladder cancer rates overlapped with proximity to high chemical exposure risk. Our findings were striking. We found a significant clustering of bladder cancer cases in regions of Ohio where chemical exposure from plastics processing is highest, especially in the northern part of the state. There was a statistically significant association between chemical exposure risk, known as RSCI scores, and bladder cancer. Importantly, we also looked at other probable causes. While plastics were a focus, we controlled for known bladder carcinogen risks, including exposure to traditional industrial carcinogens, and found that these known carcinogens alone didn't explain the patterns we identified. We did identify some areas with high RCI scores, which also had high exposure to other known bladder carcinogens, such as aromatic amines. However, plastics processing chemicals remained a significant factor even after accounting for these risks. In short, our study is one of the first to suggest that higher plastics waste exposure might be associated with the risk of developing bladder cancer. As microplastics pollution continues to rise, it is critical that we understand the potential health impacts of plastics pollution. Our research shows that this is a topic worth investigating further, especially as we seek to prevent environmentally driven cancers. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to continuing this important conversation at the AUA.